Do you even move when you hook punch, or are you still punching static? Hi guys, in today's video we're going to talk about hook punches and footwork with hook punches. The problem you see when people do hook punches and they train on the pads and they barely move. Most of the time you see them punching and punching static, which means weaker punch, not angling off. You're staying static target, you're easier to hit, and you cannot adapt to the movements of your opponent. If you train all the time static punching on your pads, this is exactly what you are going to do in a fight when you have to fight, because that's the way you train. So the reason I'm doing this video is because in Jeet Kune Do the footwork is the most important thing when it comes to punching and to kicking. When you have a target, for example, the pad or it's the head, it doesn't really matter. And you would punch with a hook, and you can see most people punching static, they're punching like this, and they just turn and punch and they don't move. But in Jeet Kune Do, actually, you should always move. It doesn't matter in which direction it is. It depends on how the opponent moves, where do you want to be after you punch. This is like a basic punching with the lead hook. You could also go forward, backwards, to the right, or even here to the left and punch with the hook instead of just punching static. Static punching is important for beginners that have no idea how to punch, how to deliver power, how to move their feet and how to move their body when they punch. Of course, they have to practice first static and then slowly but surely involving footwork. Same is with the left hook. If you're closer here or if you're more away from your opponent, when you punch with the left, so instead of just going here and punching static, if you're closer to the opponent, you can even go backwards. You can go to your right, or you can go to your left and hook then. So you never punch static because you're angling off, and as you angle off, you're moving target. And your opponent, if he wants to hit you, he has to chase you at the same time, because you're angling off, you have opportunity to hit other openings. If you punch static, and this is opponent, if you punch static, you're just in front of him, you stay in front of him, you stay in front of his hands. So when you punch him, when you move to the side, it would be like this, okay? So you're moving away from his hands, and the same is here, you would move away from his hands and you would angle off, then you could continue here and continue here. So this would be far safer, and you can generate more power because you put your weight in the punches when you move. And also, never forget, you should land the punch before you land your step, so the most energy goes actually into the target and not into the ground. So this is also a very important thing. The thing is, when the target is here and you're here, you don't punch the target like this, but you move towards the target and you punch it. So you move yourself in front of the target while you're punching. If he opens the pad there, you move there, and then he opens the other one, you go back and you punch here. So you build your power from the legs into the target, and not just opening the pads and punching there and then there and then there. If you have an opponent and you punch him and you move to the side, you could go there, you could go there, and same idea is here. You're moving here, you go there, and you go there. You can flank the opponent while you punch. At the same time, like I said, you don't stand in front of his hands. So when you hold the pads and you coach your partner or your student, so you should always make him move. He doesn't get lazy on his legs. You start with the lead punch, you go here, and then here, and he punches then here, and you should move. And same here, you go here, and then there, and there, and he should move. He should always move when he punches. So I can go here and move to the side, and see you can also move then with me to the side. So you want always to use your footwork and put body weight inside and stepping toward the target so you can maximize your power of your punches, and of course turning hit and everything else, that's self-explanatory. Even if you evade, just don't evade just like this, because you evade here and then you're back. So you would step and move, and you see arm on the side. So if he comes in and punches, you go to the side and then you flank the guy, and you can attack him from the side with your hooks, you counter, and you move all the time. So here would be the same. You see how I'm here. I can attack him from here. I could even I could attack here the legs, or even I could attack the groin here or here. It's always better to move, because you're moving target. You can generate more power, and you can attack more openings, and you're harder to hit. Simple as that. So even if you shadow box, you would always move and use hooks and move. And when you use your punches, you would use your footwork. And even here, you can go here, here, and here, and here, back fist. And every punch, you move and use your footwork. And every time. This is very important, especially for Jeet Kune Do training. So people who train Jeet Kune Do should consider this, that they learn it right and that they get taught right. So guys, just so you understand how important this is, when you punch, use always your footwork. But of course you have to be taught right, how to do this, how to move, because it's not easy. You need a lot of repetitions to do this right. And guys, thank you for watching, and see you next time.